We have what appears to be a mini Dragonmaid special today. The Madolche piles are back, and Altergeist along with some other interesting hits. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more content. There's a lot of mini dragon pieces here. Obviously, having Vice Deals be interruptible pieces is good, but hello, Mr. You can banish a level 8 dragon from your extra deck. Well, that's pretty easy to do, but you know, we must be missing one of the. No, just kidding. You have your choices here to extend this on out, but you get a free fusion summon with this. So actually, as long as you have a Dragonmaid plus this, you are able to toggle on into this, which is actually going to be pretty good for you. I didn't actually really think about Dark End actually being a piece for Dragonmaids, but it's actually really cool. I see we have a mini Fallen of Albaz built into this as a mini dragon package. A lot of interesting little dragon cards that you can just have for this. This is more like a Rocket Dragon Link Chamber Dragonmaid extension pile. It's actually kind of cool to see. Okay, next up here, this is Madolche Vernal Sif. Melodious? I don't know how I feel about that. The fact that, you know, you're cruising out at 60 is not like the worst thing in the world. You know, you have all of these little extension lines of play, so you can do your thing. And let's call it what it is. I mean, Ostinato plus first movement solo is just going to be the gas if you actually see it. Like, once you hit that combo line and you cruise, you are gone. Also, hello, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. How are you? This is, these OCG builds always bring some of the weirdest little cards to play. So that's actually kind of cool. Alan Bershin in here, too. I mean, hey, this is a free search if need be for any little combo piece that you might need, but all right. If you're getting away with playing this many engines in a deck, like, that's kind of criminal. Next up here, we have Altergeist for you. Now, this is probably one of the most basic Altergeist lists I've seen. Not every day do I see Revitalization even showing up in these lists. Like, I think people look at Revitalization like, there's no real point to play this, but this is a saucy tech choice. Also, having the Secret Village be in here as, you know, the get-go. The fact that you can do everything you want with Altergeist, go through full combo, do everything, and then just be like, well, I also have this Secret Village that I can put on the field and inconvenience my opponent. Also, let's not forget, this card exists, alright? Because you get a free revive of a Hextia off of it. Once again, it's the little interactions that the Altergeist deck actually has in front of itself that I think allows this deck some of the cutest things that you can do in the course of the meta. So congratulations to Geist doing well here. Next up here, we have this is, I guess, what we live for. So, you know, Mr. Fiendsmith and friends, truly is the experience. You just kind of toss this in everything. Today we're putting it in our Goblin Biker deck. And, you know, the fact that you have all of the Goblin Biker stuff in front of you, and you can go through all of the Goblin Biker combo lines, which is just, you know, free setup searchability, toggle on up into the Crazy Beast, laugh at your opponent. You also have, oh man, the Xyz Armor Torpedo stuff, all this little searchability. Mission accomplished. Poor OCG, still only having one Terror Top at their disposal. TCG definitely has upped this, and it has not been the worst thing in the world. But your Fiendsmith combo is just to put the Wave King Kaiser on the board. You know, you're going through all this trouble, you're like, oh, Beatrice is so broken. Nah, decks choose to play this package as a chance just to get to the Wave King Kaiser and have that little extra form at the end. We have Ice Barriers. Wait, we actually have Ice Barriers. Okay. So this is playing the Ice Jade package, as you should be, right? Like, the Ice Jade cards are all, honestly, kind of broken in their own right. But this build, extending a little bit further, I mean, you're playing the Agrind in here, you're playing the Tremora, you're also playing the Cradles, and they're even going so far as to play Manifestation, and we're actually playing the Deep Sea City in here as well. Yeah, this is not your traditional water sense. All right, everything that you are doing with this deck is just going to be, obviously plowing through the water synchros to do your thing. But these little Ice Jade cards, especially another activation of Umi, I think is kind of cool. But if you want to try some of this, maybe take a step back from the traditional sense of what the TCG's been telling you to do and actually try some of this. Also, DNA surgery. What a flashback we got here. Okay, next up here. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, yes. The OCG still has Isolde. So if you ever just want to, take a moment to go, I miss Isolde, I miss the Warrior toolboxes. I mean, sure you do, but this is the current iteration of this. I mean, it's all just kind of still doing all this Minkonko stuff that you could do. It's kind of unfortunate because, this deck is so cool. But unfortunately, after the loss of Isolde and Friends, this deck has not been the same. The Angel's Ring was a really cool card to be able to add, but it was just too much on the already extremely broken pile of things. So I guess takeaways for this deck is still decent. Is it going to break the meta anytime soon? No. I think we do see a little bit of power creep shown on these cards, but it's not enough to really just go, wow, this is bad. Okay, next up here. We have more Minkonko. What is up with all this Minkonko back here? I'm not saying that, the Minkonko strategy is bad or anything. I'm just impressed. Okay, so Warrior Tool, more Goblin. Why? We're actually playing a Goblin Brick. To be fair, though, this is a free extender for anything that is level 4 or lower, and I think people have forgotten that. All right, we're actually playing the Invoker down here as well. You do see that we have the Azarune in here with the top hat hair to be able to extend on out that extra little package. Yeah, this card is pretty stupid. And, of course, the OCG having the MX Saber Invoker. I don't know why the TCG hasn't brought this card back yet. I don't know what we're so afraid of. This is one of the 7 great wonders of the ban list world, is why is Invoker allowed in one format while in another it's not really doing anything too special. And then, oh boy, the Synchro Pile of Piles. See, we do have the Praying Mantis in here. Okay. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares attack, you can send one card from some trap cards on the graveyard, return that attacking monster to the hand. During your standby phase, special summon a baby. Why are we... Okay, well, I guess there's going to be one interesting card in here. Also, the beautiful alt art 1-for-1. So, basically, I mean, you're using the Super Heavy Samurai, the Snake Eyes combos to generate these huge boards for the playability. You have the Small World to be able to bridge you into whichever of the many, many packages that you have. You have so many options available to you. Everything in this deck should be searchable. You should have no problems whatsoever finding a key piece somewhere along the way to get a monster up. Oh, and sporting off a nice little Grass Looks Greener package. I love 60 card variants. Next up here, we have Orcust with Fiendsmith. I mean, okay, so you actually do get the chance. I think people forgot that Sanctus is a card that does generate a light fiend. This card is pretty good. Of course, I'm bringing in the bricks here. What I do find kind of interesting is they are doing Reinhardt's here. So I guess it's just extra little bodies to be able to put on the field. So, you can access that Fiendsmith combo a lot easier, by slamming down the Moon of the Closed Sky. And of course, everybody's favorite, the Rise to Full Heights. Yeah, your options for this card are always going to feel really, really good. To be honest with you, I think that's pretty much everything that you need to know about this deck. It does have its little intricate moments, which I will say are pretty nice, but everybody else out here, just remember, Baron de Fleur is still an extremely good card. You love to see it. And then we have Spiral deck, sporting off a mini Ubel package, all right, with Fiendsmith. This is what we like to call the cluster pile, actually. So basically, this entire deck is just going to run through all of these different engines, set up all these different pieces, and then just tell your opponent, yeah, good luck, man. I hope that you actually get to live your best life out here. the extension piles here. Also, you know, Trigate Wizard still being that broken card. Okay, good stuff. So what do you guys think about this week's list? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.